Now let's head out to Minnesota, where a man is in custody accused of a political assassination. Police believe that Vance Boelter is responsible for killing a state lawmaker and her husband inside their home and severely injuring another couple. It is being called the biggest and most intense manhunt in the history of the state. Let's check in with Jay Gray. He is outside the state capitol in St. Paul with more details on this array. Jay, when I saw this story on Saturday morning, I just shook my head in disbelief.
Yeah, unbelievable is exactly right. And that's what a lot of people here, Danita, are saying about this crime. I want to show you behind me here at the Capitol what is a growing memorial to the victims. In fact, we've already seen people visiting this early this morning here. As that grows, we are learning much more about the manhunt and the capture. A massive team of officers and agents stalking the suspect through the woods, then making their move just after nightfall. After more than 40 hours on the run, tactical teams close in, capturing Vance Boelter overnight.
There's no question that this is the largest manhunt in the state's history.
Federal, state, and local agencies searching for the man they say murdered State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark, and in a separate attack, severely injuring State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette. Bullet holes from that shooting visible through their front door. The break in the case came Sunday afternoon. Officers locating an abandoned car Boelter is suspected of using after the attacks in a rural area about 50 miles southwest of Minneapolis and just minutes from his home. Then, after a tip from a resident, honing in, tracking, and surrounding Boelter.
The suspect crawled to law enforcement teams and was placed under arrest at that point in time. There was no use of force by any member of law enforcement.
Agents say Boelter was armed when he was taken into custody. A criminal complaint unsealed after his arrest shows police found at least 3 AK-47 rifles, a 9mm pistol, and a kill list in his car, a ballistic vest, mask, and police-style badge on the ground outside the vehicle. Evidence, and what police stress, is still an open and active investigation.
Now begins the hard work of looking at what the motive is, looking at putting this case together.
As the Twin Cities struggle with overwhelming loss. Yeah, investigators say Boelter acted alone in the attacks, and just after his arrest, Governor Tim Walz promised that justice will be served in this case. He went on to say that the shootings were, quote, unthinkable, and that they have, and I'm quoting again here, altered the state of Minnesota. Danita, a lot of people relieved that this suspect has been captured, but also still working through a lot of grief here for what's been lost.
Yeah, so much grief, and that's the right word, unthinkable. Jay, what is next on the legal side of this case? What's the next steps?
Yeah, we've learned early this morning that the suspect will be in court this afternoon here. He is currently charged with 4 counts, 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of second-degree attempted murder. It's thought that those will be moved to first degree now that he has been arrested. There's also been some discussion, and we likely won't know this for a while, but he could face federal charges here as well, including perhaps terrorism charges.
All right, Jay Gray reporting live for us this morning. Tough story, Jay. Thank you.